Welcome to Stat Plus, where we enable smarter conversations wherever you go. In today's video, we break down the RBI's sharp rate cuts and CRR reduction. The RBI's recent aggressive monetary actions, including a substantial 50 basis points repo rate cut to 5.5% and a 100 BPS reduction in the cash reserve ratio to 3%, provide an immediate boost to equity markets and aim to invigorate credit demand. That being said, the question remains whether such aggressive front loading, leaving limited room for future course corrections, will truly deliver enhanced financial sector performance and sustained economic expansion. The RBI's decision to stagger CRR cuts through November 2025 reflects anticipation of liquidity challenges as banks navigate deposit repricing dynamics. With term and fixed deposits locked at elevated rates during the prolonged high interest environment, the central bank expects these funding costs to persist even as lending rates decline, potentially straining bank liquidity. This approach suggests the RBI foresees short term net interest margin compression, where lending rates fall faster than deposit rates. However, this conventional wisdom overlooks a critical structural reality in Indian banking. While external benchmark lending rate loans are mandated to adjust with repo rate changes, internal benchmark lending rate and fixed rate loans operate under no such obligation. Currently, only 60% of floating rate loans are EBLR linked. When fixed rate loans are included, this figure drops to approximately 35% of total loans. This means only 1 in 3 loans in India are actively repo rate linked. The remaining 65% will maintain elevated interest rates accumulated during the high rate cycle, creating substantial short term NIM expansion for banks, precisely opposite to the RBI's apparent expectation. This phenomenon could offset any liquidity drain due to delayed deposit repricing, as banks enjoy higher profitability in the short term due to this large proportion of non rate linked loans. Therefore, at least the significant CRR reduction could have been delayed or staggered to maintain future policy flexibility. By activating multiple monetary levers simultaneously, the RBI risks limiting its ability to respond effectively to unforeseen global economic pressures, such as trade disruptions, geopolitical conflicts, or accelerated foreign institutional investor outflows. Already, the fiscal year 26 FII debt outflows have reached approximately $4 billion in the first 2 months, sharply contrasting with the substantial $16 billion inflows seen in the whole of last year. This trend is likely to intensify, exerting downward pressure on the rupee. As we navigate global uncertainties, preserving policy space while maintaining investor confidence becomes crucial for a sustainable economic trajectory. The coming months will reveal whether this aggressive approach catalyzes growth or constrains future policy effectiveness. Now, let's hear from you. Do you think the RBI should have staggered its policy actions instead of going all in with rate cuts and CRR reductions? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you found this analysis insightful, please like, share, and subscribe to Stat Plus for more updates. Whether you're at work, school, the gym, or catching up with friends over coffee, our content empowers you to contribute meaningfully to conversations on a wide range of topics. Have better conversations wherever you go.